Have their papers at the polling station and the numbers. These things have not been uploaded, and you see a different result called out there.
Yeah, but the problem is that the people are saying that you're not presenting that evidence to INEC.
No. What is anybody in Nigeria, is INEC talking about beavers now? In all the things they're talking about at that collation center. Have you heard anything about beavers? There was a lady that questioned the person from Kano. If we've had beavers, we wouldn't have had this. Oh, what's the number? We're still analog. We refuse to upload all results from polling stations as the law stipulates.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that, I know she's going to come with a question in a minute, but...
Charles, this is fundamental. You don't do the right thing. You violated the law. You did not upload it for everybody to see. And then you bring papers. Oh, let's talk. Oh, Kano. Oh, Katsina. Oh, this. We are still analog, worse than we were 2015. This election is a lot more confused than we had in 2015. And they were selling, the chairman of INEC overpromised and delivered little. We've seen clips of him saying, no, it will be uploaded from the polling station. The polling station is what everybody has. Uploaded from there as the law stipulated. They refuse to do that. And they're saying, if you have a problem, challenge our illegality.
Yeah, but did they refuse to do it, or were they imperiled by the situation?
Good. Imperiled. You can be imperiled if you don't want to. This is the most important day and time in this country. Someone was telling me last Saturday was a Saturday that there were no marriages in the North, because Saturdays are the days. That's how important it is for our people. And you didn't think it is important enough for you, INEC, and the federal government to provide all that is needed to upload the result? No, we don't believe that. We don't.
But if the result is not transmitted, yet your agents across the country have them, does it change anything?
It does, because the foundation, the basis and illegality has already been committed. And INEC know that. They know that. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. The person at the poll, if he doesn't know, INEC knows that. It says shall. And you did not do that. And we're not talking about beavers anywhere. We're not talking about uploaded results. No result should be announced unless that is uploaded.
So as it stands, your party is not a part to what's going on. You have already concluded that, this whole election should be cancelled. So does that position still remain to say you are not a part of this election at all? So irrespective of who emerges or who is declared, you're not interested?
No, and I'm not speaking for the party, right? We have been part of this election, and that's why we are protesting in real time. Not after the election, after the event. What the other party wants us to do is allow them to continue this illegality and let their candidate be declared and let us challenge it in court. Yeah, that's what they want.
Yeah, but you're not going to stop them. I mean, we're carrying live right now but the results being announced.
It's been announced, but we are raising our voices and telling the world that all this is going to be null and void. It's going to be null and void because the foundation was an illegality. The right thing was not done.
Right.
And it is now early enough for them to correct that which is wrong. But if they continue with this stubbornness, we don't know. We are talking, I personally am looking at the national security implications of all of this. Not just this guy winning Zamfara, all this. No, do it right. This election, there's a lot more at stake in this election than any of the other elections.
What do you mean by the national implication of this?
National security.
National security implication of this.
National security.
What do you mean by that?
We need to be very careful. People have been patient and prayerful over the last 8 years that this government, APC, has put us through. And people have been patient. And this was their time to go and cast their vote. Their vote must count. And what we are seeing is that their vote is not being counted. We don't know what's going to happen. We continue to tell our people to be patient and prayerful. The federal government, the INEC, and national security agencies must be very careful and consider the national security implications of our people being deprived of their constitutional right as such. And we're here raising our voices. The votes of our people must count.
Right. Now, former President Obasanjo has called on the President Muhammadu Buhari to intervene. Do you think he should, or do you believe that his intervention will compromise the same legal principle that you're talking about,
No.
compromise the independence of INEC?
He is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Everything stops at him, at his desk. The legacy he wants to leave for this country is a free, fair, and credible election, not this mess we're seeing. He's tried to plug the holes of these thieves that had money to buy votes. He didn't know they had other plans.
When you say, sorry,
Go ahead.
When you say the voice or the votes of the people are being stolen, can you just give us examples? For instance, what states, you are really referring to? Are you saying across the Federation, the people's voices are not being heard?
Right. So we're talking about free, fair, credible election. Mm-hmm. There are places where the government, where the APC government holds rules that people are intimidated, they didn't go out to vote. Right? There were ballot boxes that were stolen. There was violence, people were being killed. People were killed. There were places where essentially beavers were being used. We saw that there.
And the votes are cancelled in such areas. That's why we have cancelled votes.
Right. So you cancel the vote, so you cancel their right to vote.
They are refusing to use beavers.
No, that's what they are telling us. That's what they are telling us. We are here protecting our people. In many places, they don't even know what the beavers are, how to use them. It is our duty and responsibility to help our people, guide our people to exercise their franchise that comes only every 4 years. And here we are, blasé, people giving them and the INEC, the umpire.
Right.
We have lost faith in the umpire.
We've got about, well, you're talking about the umpire. We've got about a minute and a half left. I know you've got to run, and we appreciate your being here. But is there an argument to say that part of the problem is the culture within INEC and the persistence of that culture in elections past and present in Nigeria?
What culture? Do you mean culture of doing the right thing?
The culture of that has allowed these sort of a culture of alleged